They were swift, fierce, and relentless. The Cumans, nomadic warriors who once ruled the vast Eurasian steppes. For centuries, they influenced the politics of Eastern Europe, clashed with great empires, and even altered the course of history. Yet, despite their power, they vanished from the world stage. What led to their destruction? To answer this, we must explore their rise, conflicts, and the forces that ultimately sealed their fate. Segment 1. Who were the Cumans? The Cumans, also known as the Polovtsians in Eastern Europe, were a Turkic nomadic people who emerged around the 10th century. Their origins can be traced to the Kipchak steppe, and they spoke a language closely related to modern Kazakh and Tatar. Origins and migration. The Cumans likely originated from Central Asia, migrating westward into the Pontic-Caspian steppe. By the 11th century, they had settled in modern-day Ukraine, southern Russia, and parts of Hungary. Lifestyle. Like other steppe nomads, they lived in yurts and relied heavily on horses for travel, war, and trade. They were skilled in mounted archery, making them formidable opponents in battle. Their economy was based on herding, raiding, and trading with sedentary civilizations. First historical mentions. Byzantine sources first referenced the Cumans in the 11th century, describing them as a new, powerful force emerging from the east. They became well known for their interactions, both as enemies and allies, with Kievan Rus, Hungary, and the Byzantine Empire. Segment 2. The height of Cuman power. At their peak, the Cumans were one of the most powerful nomadic groups in Eastern Europe. They played a crucial role in shaping the region's history, often shifting between alliances and conflicts with the great medieval powers. Military strength. The Cumans formed loose confederations rather than a centralized empire, making them flexible and difficult to conquer. They were exceptional horsemen, using hit-and-run tactics that confused and exhausted their enemies. Conflicts with Kievan Rus. The Cumans launched numerous raids into Kievan Rus, attacking cities such as Kiev, Chernihiv, and Pereyaslavo. They clashed with Kievan princes but also intermarried with their noble families, integrating into Eastern European politics. Byzantine and Hungarian relations. The Byzantines hired Cumans as mercenaries, using them to fight against the Pechenegs and Normans. The Kingdom of Hungary viewed them as both allies and threats, granting them land in exchange for military service. Religious and cultural influence. Many Cumans practiced Tengrism, a shamanistic belief system common among steppe peoples. Over time, some converted to Christianity and Islam, influenced by their European and Islamic neighbors. Segment 3. The Mongol invasion, beginning of the end. Despite their power, the Cumans faced an enemy unlike any before, the Mongols. Genghis Khan's successors set their sights on the west, and the Cumans stood directly in their path. Early Mongol raids, 1219 to 1223. The Mongols, led by Generals Subutai and Jabi, attacked Cuman lands as part of their westward expansion. The Cumans, used to fighting other steppe nomads, were unprepared for the Mongols' disciplined and highly organized warfare. Battle of the Kalka River, 1223. The Cumans, desperate for allies, formed an alliance with the princes of Kievan Rus. The Mongols used deception, feigning retreat before ambushing and crushing the combined Rus's Cuman army. Thousands of Cumans were killed, and their power was significantly weakened. Mass exodus to Hungary. After their defeat, many Cumans fled westward, seeking refuge in Hungary. King Bela IV granted them asylum, hoping to use their cavalry expertise against future Mongol invasions. Segment 4. The final collapse of the Cumans. The Mongol invasion shattered Cuman society. Their homeland was devastated, and those who fled to Hungary found themselves in a precarious position. Cuman-Hungarian tensions. The sudden influx of Cumans led to conflicts with the local Hungarian population. Many Hungarians saw the Cumans as outsiders, leading to riots and distrust. Assassination of Cuman leader, 1241. Amid rising tensions, Hungarian nobles killed the Cuman leader Khotan, believing he was conspiring with the Mongols. In response, the Cumans revolted and temporarily left Hungary, weakening the kingdom's defenses. The Mongol invasion of Hungary, 1241 to 1242. With Hungary vulnerable, the Mongols launched a massive invasion, devastating the kingdom. After the Mongols withdrew, the Cumans were invited back to Hungary, where they were granted land and integrated into Hungarian society. Segment 5. The Legacy of the Cumans. Though the Cumans as an independent people vanished, their legacy lived on. Integration into Hungarian society. The Cumans became a distinct part of Hungarian society, maintaining some of their traditions. The Hungarian nobility absorbed Cuman military strategies and cultural elements, linguistic and cultural influence. Some Hungarian words and surnames trace their origins to the Cumans. The Cumans influenced Hungarian cavalry warfare for centuries. Military impact. Cuman cavalry tactics influenced European military strategies, particularly in light cavalry warfare. Conclusion. Why did the Cumans disappear? The Cumans were once a formidable power on the Eurasian steppe, but history was not on their side. The Mongol onslaught, internal strife, and forced assimilation led to their decline. Yet their influence remains, woven into the cultures they touched. Their warriors may have vanished, but their spirit endures in the histories of Hungary, Russia, and beyond. What do you think? Could the Cumans have survived under different circumstances? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. See you next time on The History.